Thank you for sharing. All right, who else wants to share how they're feeling today? Blessing, how are you feeling today?
It's Fun Friday and I get to go see my auntie tomorrow.
You get to see your auntie tomorrow? Does she live far away or close by?
Far.
Far. Why do you love to see her so much?
She's awesome.
She's awesome. Oh, make sure you tell her that when you see her. People love to hear compliments. Okay. Okay, one more. My morning meeting is an activity I do every morning for about 10 to 15 minutes to kind of set the tone for the day, and it's part of my social emotional learning curriculum. Good morning. Morning, Sebastian.
Morning.
Welcome back, sir. We missed you yesterday. Good morning, Miss Blessing. Morning, Araceli. So even before they enter my classroom, the social emotional learning is beginning. So I go and I pick them up outside. I say good morning to them there, greet them with a smile. Even if I'm having a bad day, I always have to smile and put everything to the side. And then we walk together to the door, and then that's where we do the greeting. And I love that greeting because it's a choice. So if they feel like giving me a hug today, they give me a hug. If they feel like giving me a high five, it's a high five. And then I have some, today's just a wave, they want to give me a wave. And I always say good morning, or I give them a compliment about what they're wearing. Or if I have a student who is out, oh, thank you, I'm glad you're back today, just to let them know that I do care and I am noticing when they're here, and I'm letting them know that it's important that they're here. Hi, Miss Genesis. Are we going to talk today? Yes? No? All right, so we always start with our feeling check today. All right, so if you're feeling a little angry today, put a 1 close to your heart. If you're feeling a little sad, a 2 close to your heart. If you're tired, a 3 close to your heart. If you're happy, a 4 close to your heart. And if you're excited, a 5 close to your heart. I am 5 today. Very good. So we have lots of feelings today, lots of mixed feelings. Anybody want to share why they're feeling a certain way today? So my morning meeting begins with the feeling share, so the sharing, and that kind of gives me a feel of the class pulse. Let's start with Hannah. You're a little angry today. You want to share why you're angry?
Because my brother, he gets me mad.
Are you comfortable sharing why he makes you mad?
Because I remember he bought a toy and he has a toy hammer. When I went inside the office, my brother had hammered my backpack, so that's why I'm mad.
Oh, so her brother wasn't respecting her belongings, huh? That would make me angry too. Yes, I would feel very angry if someone went and put a hammer on my purse. Huh? Kind of the same thing? Yeah. Thank you. And the reason why we discuss the sharing is so then that can lead to a discussion about how to handle those feelings and let them know that those feelings are okay. I always let them know any feeling you have is justified, but we just have to learn how to handle those feelings properly. So the morning meeting sets up those discussions for me. My students need that opportunity to let me know if something's going on, and I have to validate those feelings for them, and then most of the time they're ready to learn after. Yes, it's very important for them because then it's going to be on their mind all day, or they're going to be distracted. So I have to eliminate any distraction that I can and reduce the stress in their brain. Their brains are stressed out, so I have to lower that stress for them. Thank you for sharing your feelings. Sometimes it can be hard to share feelings, huh? But we're really comfortable with each other, so I think we're good. Okay, who's here today?
Oliver.
Oliver's here today, and Oliver and I, we had a little argument yesterday. I'm going to tell you about it later, okay? All right? Okay. You guys ready? Okay, so we're going to follow along or read with Mrs. Balderrama, your choice. All eyes need to be up here, though, okay? Ready? Good morning, fabulous firsties. So there's always a greeting at the door. the sharing aspect of it with the feelings, and then we always do the message. So the message, I love the message because it's so open-ended. I can tie it to curriculum, I can tie it to PBIS, I can tie it to vocabulary, community building, behaviors. As the weeks go by, the questioning gets a little more difficult for them. I go higher level thinking than just a what question. So we do more a why, what might be, putting themselves in other people's shoes. That's harder for first graders. So I wait as the weeks go by to ask those more difficult questions. You guys ready to hear about the little problem Oliver and I had? Yeah. Okay, so I have, my favorite snack is fruit. And believe it or not, I really, really, really love apples. Guess who else loves apples? Oliver. So Oliver and I, we were doing some work after school yesterday, and I looked in my bag, and there was only one apple left. And guess who was hungry? Mrs.Balderrama and Oliver. We both wanted to eat the apple. Is that a problem? Yeah, because there's how many people? Two people, and how many pieces of fruit? One. I'm not going to tell you right now how we solved it, but I want you guys to think. So think about this. How would you feel if one of your friends took your last snack? So take a second. Think. Your friend took your very last favorite snack. How would that make you feel? And when you're ready to share how you feel about that, go ahead and raise your hand, and I'll give you Oliver and you can share. So boys and girls, remember when we're sharing our feelings, we try to use complete sentences. So a good sentence would be, I would feel blank. And if you want to tell me why you would feel that way, that would be great as well, okay? All right, who do we want to start with? The question is going to be the part where they're discussing or sharing, and sometimes it's feelings, and sometimes it's me trying to front load information or trying to activate prior knowledge as well.
I will feel mad because then I wouldn't have nothing to eat.
Yep, so someone took her snack, you would feel mad, because would you still feel hungry too? Yeah, so mad and hungry. All right, thank you, Brooklyn. Who else wants to share? So this is Oliver, and Oliver, he started out as just kind of like a talking stick tool. So I introduced him to the class, and he's our unofficial other set of eyes in the class. So basically, Oliver is my little helper. He lets the students know when it's their turn to talk. Having a stuffed animal, I think it does remind them of something soft at home. I always think back to Mr. Rogers. He reminds people to think back of their favorite toy, their favorite object when they're feeling stressed. So this little guy helps with that as well.
If I feel if my friend took my snack, I'll be happy.
You would be happy? Why?
Because I can buy more.
I like that, a positive attitude. So she said, okay, they took my snack. Yeah, but I'm going to be happy because then I can go buy a new one and maybe you can get a better snack. I like that, thinking differently, I like that. The great thing about having morning meetings is it hits all 5 areas of social emotional learning, and I have seen a huge improvement in my class. It's just been a great reward for me.